Hey there, welcome back. Marish here, and today we have Anno Pax Romania 117. And yes, the focus is on combat, and the playtime is not any flux. Yes, it's 68 hours I have spent in the game. Still 1 hour limit demo version we are talking about, but I want this video to focus more, and I'm going to show you what's possible, what I can show you regards combat, right? There are some caveats, but let's jump right to pre-recorded my final attack on an island. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna unmute and show you what happens when, yeah, there's a reason why there's 1 hour limit for the game, because this is how it sounds. I'm not gonna torture you much. Any sound, every sound is basically broken. It's absolutely unusable. That's what happens. That's why we have those 1 hour limit. I'm gonna mute that and turn on some other music so you can hear, pleasant background. So, combat is the focus, right? Sound and all that is just one effect. The demo itself there's many reasons to be limited, but basically from technical standpoint, frame rate also after a while dropped to 30 something or even less. So it's technically it's absolutely not prepared for playing the game. That's why the 1 hour limit. So my last attempt and final attempt, because whenever you land on the island, there's this bar appears in the middle that is yes, my mouse is here. This bar appears, which then indicates the power struggle right before, which has more powerful army. As soon as one or other army lost the last army squad on the island, the bar disappears, and what happened in my previous attempts, all the destroyed buildings, after a small cooldown, immediately reappear with full functionality, and the health comes back from 0 to basically they climb back. That's why you see those turrets have half of the health. What happened was, in my previous attempt, I almost destroyed all the turrets, but basically my army was at the end lost, which then popped up all those turrets, and they start regenerating. What I need to do, and it's also tactics I'm giving to you, that the combat, I immediately recruit one more army I was capable of, put in a ship, and as soon as they stepped out of the ship on the island, the bar again was there, and the regenerating health stopped. This is how I captured all the turrets with half the health, playing smart. Next step, what to do with that is, now I have one army squad put at my ships, basically defended by the ships, which are just staying there out of the harm's way and stopping all the island combat battler resetting. Simple strategy workaround, I don't know. It's not the cheating, it's the game mechanics being used, right? And I believe that will be also for the final release. Also, what happens, I can explain, is you have 44 inhabitants used for this one squad. When they are being attacked, the amount reduced. When it's around 22 less, they lose morale. So basically only half of the full health is the actual health, the actual what you can use, which is, okay, not gonna use bad words here, but not very smart. Because it doesn't indicate the full health. It doesn't mean nothing if at the health they just start running around. There will be example, one of the squads will do that, so you will see what happens. That also counts as defeated. So if all of this army suddenly lose morale and start running around without control, that's already lost. What I'm doing here before that happens, I'm sending away, basically saving them, because the health also regenerates when it's out of the combat. So when you see 25, I'm sending them so they're not being attacked, and for whatever reason, because I was not sure I'm gonna take over the land, but spoiler alert, I'm gonna take it over. What also is really crucial to point out is, you see I'm losing my money. Why? Because it's such an incredible amount of inhabitants needed to recruit army that it's immediately all the profit is going down, and inhabitants is the biggest problem, because 44, then imagine when you have 10 squads, it's 440 is needed which took all my resources, and I run in a problem with that. Here, I think in a moment there will be squad running away, and yeah, the inhabitants is absolutely incredible. Here, yeah, you see, they lost the morale, they're out of control, they're still being attacked if there's a tower or whatnot. So what I'm doing now is just selecting and deleting. What happened is I'm opening up the resources that was spent using them, because now suddenly all those inhabitants are back home and paying me taxes. So it's all good. But in the essence, what I was struggling, I'm using these particular army squads, not the X-Men's, because they have good attack to defend ratio. 44, I have 2 full islands, fully built with housing and everything. And I had to downgrade 1 whole island just to have enough manpower to recruit the army. Kind of makes sense because army is always expensive, but I barely got 2 ships with this squad, which is like, yeah, it's a problem, and it's a problem because it kicks off the snowball effect. You have decreased. You make army, you use inhabitants to recruit them, and that means you run in the minuses. There's all the operations basically where these inhabitants, the first level here is used. It basically has the reduced amount of productivity. That means you produce less products. The less you produce, if you have balanced island, they basically start going down because the production is reducing. The more the production reduces, it reduces the housing, the people that live in the houses, and basically it goes down to the point where it's almost a full crash. I did it 2-3 times in the previous runs, and I was like, what the hell is this? I can't make enough army to take over the island, and it absolutely decimates all my whole economy for the island. I had another island where it was secure, so I managed to recover, but it was a nightmare. So I hope that will be somehow balanced, because these squads, platoons, they will always require first level inhabitants, regardless if you can upgrade and then have cannons or muskets. Yeah, Raider is done. Raider is gone out of the picture. I removed it. I'm gonna show you also what happens in a diplomacy screen, which is a bit weird, but it's just gone. It's not crossed out. You have no clue there was previously the 4th player, but it was. Now it's just gone. Weird choice, but fine. And in a research tree, yes, this is all what I have researched, how far I have done. And I'm looking for one particular unlockable, which is the 3rd one. Defeat Raider and generate knowledge, which did not work. Another reason why we have 1 hour limit is it was not prepared. The game basically breaks down the further you go. There is not link. It's not working, what I'm saying. And to reiterate back to the army cost and everything, the problems is, if you want to make these squads, you will have to make 1 tier inhabitants, which I have 2 full islands and barely could defeat the raider. So it doesn't feel right. What I'm doing here again, I'm taking all the army, and you see what happens with my income. As soon as I delete them, they're back home, start paying back taxes. And what I also can do, can come back and improve all the downgraded buildings, just to have those 12 squad army to take over the raider. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't feel balanced or viable. I don't know what's the right word, because I could make another squad that used different inhabitant tiers. They were even weaker at the demo. This is still demo, this is still limited by the reasons, and I'm still, a bit struggled. This one did not unlock. On the other side, there was also make 12 mines and it will unlock. It also didn't work. So a lot of things are just not working, not being built, because they are like, you know what? Nah, just, we know the game is not ready, not even close to that technically, and with the things working, just put 1 hour limit. So that's my combat experience here. It's a struggle to build an army. It's even more struggle to take over. The sudden reappear of all the turrets was a nightmare, but managed to take out the raider. Did it change anything? Absolutely not. At least I found a nice, beautiful sunset to show you. If you have any questions regarding the army, whatnot, I'm gonna still make video. There's still more to make about this game. Until then, enjoy the sunset and let's meet in those other videos, shall we, guys? Questions in the comment section. I'll try to answer all of them, and cheers. We'll meet in those other videos.